So going
Yeah,
from basically having nothing to having our flows in place, what have the results been like for you and for the entire brand?
really good so far. I think we're at in 60 days or so, I think about 100K generated by those flows right around there. Our average month has increased by 20% roughly
Oh
since we
wow.
started, like
Oh,
fully. And our ads are more profitable. So I mean, you guys
know.
are fast, you're efficient, you understand kind of what I was looking for without a ton of direction from me, which
All right, welcome in everybody. Today I'm here with Jack. Jack, if you could please introduce yourself and what do you do?
my name is Jack, and I sell durable medical goods online, direct to consumer. Been doing it for a couple of years, and we're doing multiple seven figures.
Yep, perfect, love it. And then, Jack, how did you hear about our services and the kind of like the stuff that we were doing for you, or like that we're doing for brands?
Uh, I think I was targeted by one of your ads actually as a starting point, and knew that that was the next stage that we needed to go to, and yeah, it was just right timing, right place, and yeah.
Yeah, totally. Why did you think that email marketing was like kind of the next step for you guys to go to? Just like how you said, like why was that kind of
I mean, we at that point had we were spending, you know, I don't know, high five figures a month on ads, and um, that can be pretty take a dent into your basic profits. And so I was like, okay, well, let's back those down, figure out a little bit better profitability so that we can scale a longer term type vision. And I know that that's emails. So
gotcha?
started trying to do it myself, and that was like, I was like, I'm not going to do this. And then
Yeah.
your email popped up or your ad popped up like a couple days ago, a couple days later, and yeah, rest is history.
Perfect, man. Perfect. And then I know that we first initially started out with our first initial flow setup. How was the overall experience working with me, the team, like the entire process of getting all the emails? Like, were we on brand? Like, what was your overall experience when we were building out your first initial flows?
Honestly, pretty solid. Trying to think back to then.
Yeah, it was a little while.
Super easy to chat and with the team, and they were like quick to fix little, items in Figma or whatever it's called. I'd make a comment, and like an hour later, they'd be like, "Great, it's all done. You ready for the next step?" And I'm like, "Whoa, aren't you guys asleep? Like, I just happened to pull my phone out at 11 p.m. What the fuck?" Yeah, so they were on top of it, and yeah, it was pretty on brand. Pretty much everything was basically what I would have written. Maybe like, slightly less like nuanced, but honestly really good. So, and it converts, so I don't really care.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds
Yeah,
good. And then going from basically you had nothing set up on the email side. I remember I was telling you like you had
yeah,
the holy grail of accounts because you guys were doing like
yeah,
so much revenue, but you had nothing
yeah,
on the email side. So going
yeah.
from basically having nothing to having our flows in place, what have the results been like for you and for the entire brand?
Really good so far. I think we're at in 60 days or so, I think about 100K generated by those flows right around there.
Yeah,
And it's noticeable. Like it's not just, sometimes it's you're like, okay, well, yeah, maybe they would have come in if I had targeted them with ads again or something like that. But our average month has increased by 20% roughly
oh
since
wow.
we started, like
Oh,
fully. And our ads are more profitable. So I know that it's not the ads doing it. So like they're spending less and we're making more, and there's no real other option besides email. Like there's nothing else
yeah,
going. So there you go.
totally, totally. That's amazing to
Yeah.
hear. 20% increase is not it's not some like small little piece of change there.
No,
Uh,
no, that's significant.
totally. And then basically since working with us or like prior to working with us when you tried getting all the stuff set up on the emails, obviously like what were kind of the biggest struggles that you were doing? Is it like you didn't want to write them, design them, and do all that sort of stuff? Is it like you just didn't want to spend the time to do that?
Yeah, that was basically it. I know that there's, with anything, you've gotta take the time to kind of learn it and master it and whatever. And I could probably figure it out, but it would take me like 3 months of deep
Yeah.
diving into different copy and blah blah blah, and then it would take me like 50 hours, and my hourly rate is way more than I paid you. So there you go.
It's a
It was
win-win.
a real no-brainer. Yeah.
Sounds good. Perfect. And last question that I kind of have for you is like, what's one piece of advice that you have for people that are kind of on the fence? So, there's obviously brands, there's a ton of people doing email marketing.
Sure.
What's like your one piece that you would give to them of like why they would move forward with us?
Um, I mean, you guys are fast, you're efficient, you understand kind of what I was looking for without a ton of direction from me, which is great because I'm very busy. And then trying to think of what else stood out to me. And then the implementation only took, maybe a week from start to finish, and we were already making money, I think, within the first 3 days. So it's like if you have any brand that's doing any type of real, respectable numbers, and you're not doing multiple email flows, you're like straight up, you have money, people are sitting there waiting to buy, and they just literally forgot. They just like they got busy with their life. Everybody's busy, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you just nudge them every now and then. They're getting, 30 emails a day. You should be one of those emails, and then you should be one of those text messages. Like, if everyone else is doing it, you might as well do it too.
Yeah.
And the studies are there for years that email and SMS is like the way to like push over that extra 10 or 20% revenue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, well, perfect. That's really all that I have. I'm really glad that we're able to get you those results. Obviously, we did our second flow setup. That's also making
Yep.
you already more money. And on top
Yep.
of that, we're about to do more campaigns and stuff for you. So, we're
Yep.
we're really pushing a lot on the email side, which I'm super excited for because
Yeah.
so many
Me
brands do
too.
not email. They do not do email
No.
enough. So, yeah, perfect, Jack. That's really all that I had on my end. I appreciate you for
Awesome.
taking the time. I know you're a very busy guy. So, yeah,
Of
appreciate
course,
it.
man.